Hi everybody, it's Lauren Brown, also known as Raggedy Royal on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and now YouTube. And today we're going to be doing this soft rose gold glam, which I'm very excited about. Very excited about. We've already done the silver soft glam, so if you're like, hey, rose gold champagne, not really my thing, we did the silver one. So check out the silver one, and maybe I'll have to do a gold one after this. I don't know. But here is the eyeshadow look. It's fairly simple, and it's very pretty. I feel like graduation looks, weddings, things like that, where you have like important makeup days. This is rose gold champagne soft glam is always on the menu. So I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm starting off with the eyes already primed. My base is on. Now usually I say, first of all, don't do your eye makeup with your base on because you have to wipe it away because there's gonna be a lot of fallout. However, we're really just dealing with rose gold tones, champagne tones, and browns. So it's not gonna be as messy as when we use greens and blues and pinks and oranges. That's also why I'm not using my white eyeshadow primer, because we're blending brown. So it doesn't need that amplification to be that vivid from the white eyeshadow base. So that's why I'm just starting off with a little bit of concealer on my lids. We are going to go into the Too Faced and Natural Nudes palette. If you watched my last video, which was my opening PR video, you saw me open this palette. At first I was like, but it's grown on me. I think it's gonna be perfect for the look today. I'm gonna start off with my big blending brush, and I'm going to go into shade Maple. So Maple is right here. It's this light tan shade. If you do not have this palette, per always, just use a shade that's comparable in your palettes. So it doesn't have to be this exact eyeshadow palette. Just use a tan shade. And I'm going to be going on to my BH Cosmetics brush that doesn't have a name that I'm still waiting for y'all to help me name. And we're going to go right into the crease. So where's your crease? If you open your eyes and look up, that's your crease. That's your crease there. If your crease does not look like mine, creases come in a lot of different shapes, sizes, and looks. No problem. No problem. Go halfway from your brow bone to your lash line. So halfway from here to here, that's about here. Boom, there's your crease. All right, we're going to go on the outer corner. And I'm going to blend in circular motion. This shade may be darker than I thought. This is my first time using this palette. Okay, no. That shade was too dark. We're going to go into a lighter tan. So I'm going to go into the Colourpop Gone Matte palette. I'm going to go into shade Shaggy and a little bit of this light shade here. So a light tan. One's just cool tone. One's warm tone. That's the only difference. And I'm going to go right back into the exact same place we were before. See how that's a little bit softer? Yeah. Here we go. There we go. Like I was saying earlier, I already have my base done. If you want to know how I do my base, I have 2 videos on that. I have how to do my dewy base and how to do my matte base I just posted recently. So, you know, no worries. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to go in with that first tan shade that was a little bit too dark. And then those lighter shades. I've never used this palette before. I want to use something a little bit different than my same old Jaclyn Hill palettes that I use in like every single video. I'm just taking them across the entire eye. This is just our base shade. Boom. This is important to give us that soft look before we blend the other shades. Walk with me. Walk with me. I'm now going to take this BH Cosmetics 7 brush, and I'm going to go into this shade Maple and just a smidge of Truffle. Just a smidge. I'm going to Maple and a little bit of Truffle. Now, using this denser brush, I'm going into the same exact eyeshadow with a different brush. Why? So as brushes get more dense, so that means that the hairs are more closely packed. And really a good way to look and see if it's denser is like the thinner brushes. So you can see this brush, this brush is wider, the hairs are less densely packed. The skinnier and skinnier, thinner and thinner, more densely packed you go down the line. Those are going to be the brushes that are going to be the most definition. It's going to really concentrate that color in a certain place. So you can blend the same eyeshadow with 2 different brushes and get 2 different results based on how the brush is shaped and the thickness of the brush. So yeah, you watch my one eyeshadow look where I do an eyeshadow look with just one eyeshadow, but I use different brushes and that gives you a different blend. It'll come up in the cards. You know what I'm talking about. Different brushes can make an eyeshadow look different on the eye. It's interesting. I know I owe y'all a brush 101 video. It's coming. But I'm going to go right into the crease right under where we blended before. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? This looks like 100 shades deeper. What was I saying? Oh, yes, I owe y'all a brush 101 video. They keep discontinuing all my favorite brushes, which y'all bring to my attention when I make YouTube videos. I'm always like, oh yeah, get this brush, and then they're like, they haven't sold that brush. They don't sell that brush no more. So I gotta find some brushes that they actually still sell, and then y'all will get that video. I'm really concentrating this on the outer corner. I'm gonna bring it to the inner corner a little bit. Not all the way into the inner tear duct, maybe like a fourth out from the tear duct. Boom. We never placed an eyeshadow once. I'm gonna go in with those lighter shades and just blend the outer boundaries of the eye, so above where we have that crease. And just want to make sure that I'm, you know, diffusing this eyeshadow before I add our rose gold. Boom. Next, I'm gonna take this flat brush here. This is an About Face brush. It doesn't have an exact name. I also just got this out of my PR unboxing. I'm using new things on the desk. You know what I mean? I don't use a lot of new stuff, but I'm gonna be using this flat brush here, and I'm gonna first go into this shade Rose Gold here. See what it's hitting on. We're gonna layer some shimmers. This would be our first base, and what I'm doing is I'm going onto the lid. So the lid is your eyelid underneath the crease. Now usually I am very, very strict on the crease, right? Not when it comes to my metallic soft glam. So if you watch my silver soft glam video, this will be a little bit familiar. I like to kind of just blend that and diffuse that. So you see we didn't cut the crease. We're not staying just on the lid. We're diffusing it up. But I'm kind of going with the shape of my eye. So we're kind of going in a crease shape, but a little bit over it. Because we want this to be soft, right? We don't want this to be as sharp or as defined as other eyeshadow look. If you want something more defined, check out my half cut crease video, because we really get into creases around here, but just not in these looks. Oh, this is pretty. Okay. This is like a tutorial slash a first reaction video. It's very bold to do tutorials with new products that you never used before. I don't know why I did this, but cute. Now I'm going to go into this Colourpop 1111, another new product, and I'm going to go into the shade Balanced because I feel like it's a little bit lighter. And I'm going to just add this on top. I'm really more going to concentrate this on the inner corner. It's like the inner half of the lid, because it is a lighter shade. On a Morphe M433 that's clean, right? I'm actually going to take shade Rose Gold and diffuse that edge, because now I feel like it's getting a little bit ashy. It's a little bit too light. Don't worry. We're going to go back in with the Rose Gold shimmer shade. And we're going to diffuse the edges. I'm going to add more metallic on the lid. Any area that I feel like was a little bit skipped. Y'all know we just never add one eyeshadow once. We go back in. Alright. As you can see, there is still fallout underneath my eye, even though it is metallics. So if you're not into that, you know, you want to do your eyes before your face. When it comes to metallics and browns, it doesn't really bother me as much, especially because I already have highlight on, but it may bother you. So there's your PSA warning. You may want to do your eyeshadow, then your base. All right, now I'm just going to go back in and repeat the same steps as before. So I'm starting with that light tan shade. Just blending it out. One may think that the softer glams take less blending because it's like less colors, less definition. I'd say they take the most blending because it's so hard to make it look so seamless and not see where one shade begins and one shade ends. All right, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to do the waterline. So I'm going to go into the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, per the always. I feel like the white waterline with the metallic soft glam just opens everything up. I'm going to be going onto a craft brush, and I'm going to go along the eye. If you want to know more about how I do my waterline, how I pick, you know, what products I feel are safe to use, what colors, all those sorts of things, check my waterline 101 video. But as for today, we're just going to go pretty simple and glide along the eye. We're not going to go perpendicular to the eye, because then you're staring at the brush. That's scary. People always say, oh, how you put stuff in your waterline scares me. Yeah, this would scare everybody. You want to go along the eye. Way less scary. Now I'm going to be taking a Morphe M456, and I'm going to go into those tan shades from before. So that one and that one from the Gone Matte palette. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right underneath the eye. I'm going to keep the lower lash line pretty calm as well with this eye. Where this eye really gets its personality is in the lashes. Once you put your lashes on, then you'll see. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to go white. Y'all know my favorite white is in the Stone Cold Fox palette. However, you could use a really light cream color from any of the palettes that we were already using, or a palette that you have at home. I'm just going to go into this one because y'all know this is my favorite white eyeshadow. I wish I sold it as a single because, yeah. And I'm going to go in with this About Face Dome brush. And I'm going to just, put that there and blend it out. I feel like rose gold soft glams are one of the lightest, brightest eyes you can do. Like even more than gold and silver, because I feel like the gold and silver could be like a little bit hot, but the pink is it's light. It almost gives it a little bit of a natural nude vibe. I don't know. I love it. So I'm doing everything that opens up the eye. So adding this light white to the inner corner attracts attention to the eye. The white waterline extends the eye, makes the eye look bigger. It all just goes together. I think it just goes together. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my lashes on and we'll be right back. If you want to know how to apply faux lashes, I have a video for you. It'll come up in the cards. Check that video out. It'll show you how to apply faux lashes. I'm going to throw them on really quickly, mostly because I need to find some and cut them. And it's a long process. So I'll be right back to finish this eye off with you in a second. Okay, so here is the final look. Boom. Let me just shut up and show y'all the look. Alrighty, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you learned anything, please give it a like. If you try this look out, let me know. I want to see it. Tag me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, all at Raggedy Royal, because recreations never get old. Also, thank you so much for 50,000. Whoa. Thanks so much for 40,000 subscribers, which we hit recently. Thank you in advance for 50,000 subscribers, I guess, for when we do hit that. Take a second. Make sure you subscribe. If you want to see more of me, want to see more of my look, check the shorts tab. Check Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all at Raggedy World. And check out my TikTok for my bucket list series, where I try a whole bunch of different cuisines, foods, activities. We do a lot over there. Let me know what look you want to see next. I think I'm going to do the gold soft glam last, because I already did the silver soft glam. We got the rose gold champagne soft glam. I think the gold, we just finished off the trilogy. Y'all know I love a series. Speaking of series, if you want to learn more about makeup looks, makeup tutorials, makeup fundamentals, check out my makeup foundationals playlist, where I go through all the things of the face. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.